Welcome everyone. Today we are going to talk about Colombia. Now, one of the things I pay a lot of attention to is where people go and stay. So we've had clients who are from or going to 150 countries or territories, so quite a lot of places in the world. And so I've got a lot of data from seeing many people, where they move, but also importantly, where they stay. So I figure if people go to a place and they don't stay there, probably that's not a good sign. Whereas if people tend to go and stay there, especially if people go to one place and then end up somewhere else, then that's a good indicator that this is a place people like. And so Colombia happens to be a place that people like. I remember back when I was first starting to spend time in Costa Rica, I was spending time there in part because a good friend and person I was doing business with had moved there, and he had commented that if he knew better, he would have gone to Colombia instead of Costa Rica. So obviously, there's no one size fits all. Nothing is the same for everybody. Everyone has to kind of make their own decisions. However, it's one indicator. And I think for a long period of time, there was sort of fear about Colombia because of what had happened with the drug cartels and Pablo Escobar and all that sort of thing. And when that had all changed, there was sort of a period of time where this was lesser known. Now, more recently, people seem to have kind of figured out that, hey, Colombia is actually a pretty great place in a bunch of regards. They like it. And so it's become fairly popular. And in fact, I see a lot of people who in particular go to places like Panama, who actually end up more or less pretending to live in Panama and actually living in Colombia, which should also tell you something. Now, Colombia happens to be one of these places that is quite cost effective to live. So the quality of life relative to the lifestyle that you can get is pretty good by global standards. And if you're interested in that, it is one of our places that we have in our free guide, which you can go and download and follow along with me. We go through 10 places that you can move, where you can live a great quality of life for relatively low cost. And so I would encourage you to go and check it out. There's a link in the description below, as well as it should be our first pinned comment. You can go and you can click to get that. It's free, and then you can follow along in this as well as others.